just a decent human and showing up to
Yes.
offer value to someone else's day can get you so far. Would you agree?
Oh my gosh, it gets you so much farther than you can ever imagine. And this is the thing that I have learned time and time again. Whatever industry you're in, because, if you're listening to this podcast, you could be in any industry, and it
Right.
certainly may not be mine, but these industries are small, and you
Mhm.
never know what that person who's sitting in front of you is going to do in their life and what role they're going to play in your life. You just have no idea. And it may just be that you've had a lovely interaction, right? It doesn't have to be that, oh my gosh, I'm going to think about
Yes.
everybody. Like, what are they going to do? It could just be you've had a lovely interaction, and that interaction energizes you and gives you confidence to have the next lovely interaction with someone else. Or maybe they're having a rough day and you've made their day, and who knows what that's going to open up for them. I mean, it's just that simple and
Yeah.
clear. And I think if everyone could just approach things that way, and I don't want to say everyone because we all have our own journeys, but I would say imagine what the world would be like if more
Yeah.
of us approached everything that way.
Oh, yes, I totally agree. And now that I'm thinking about, you getting approached to speak and having your podcast and doing your business, all of it kind of goes hand in hand together. Is there something really specific with your podcast that has helped you in speaking on stage or going to these bigger events? Like, I'm so curious, like, what the synergy is between like creating regular content and then leveraging that into a speaking topic or a
Hmm.
discussion? Has it helped in that way?
Yeah, I would say that having this podcast, number one, I would say it improves my speaking skills. So if you are a beginner podcaster and you're like, oh, I really want to do these things, how can I learn how to be a better speaker? Well, start a podcast and start speaking, and that's going to help. But the more I do this, the more I become a subject matter expert just by the fact that I'm continuing to talk about this topic. I am, learning so much about this topic. I am inviting people in who are experts. And so that has led to a few people pitching me that said, hey, we heard your podcast. I love what
Mm,
you're doing. Would you like to be on my podcast? Or would you like to do this thing? And so I think it takes a little bit of time, and you have to have some patience. Hold the dream out there, but show up and do the work.
yeah.
And then these opportunities will come about. And I think that's really one of the things is just doing that and having high quality guests, and continuing to put out content. Like